Welcome back. I'm playing Warhammer 40,000 Battlesector, and we'll get started on our next multiplayer matchup. This time we're going to be playing on the Fortress of Redemption, Strategic Command objective with 1,500 points. I'm going to be playing as the Adepta Sororitas, and we're going to be going against the Necrons. It's an 80-point target, 8-turn limit, so we'll play around a little bit here. I wanted to see if the Exorcist would work out okay, because I'm not sure if they're going to end up spawning in a bunch of scarabs, and that's an effective scarab killer. So I've got the Canonist, 2 Hospitallers, and I'll make one of them our HQ commander. And then I'm going to go with the Dominions here to be our anti-flamers. Then I'll have 2 Seraphim with the Infernal Pistols and 2 Rhinos to hopefully be able to camp the Strategic Command's capture points here. And then the Seraphim will help me snipe the HQ commander. So I think what I want to do is I'll move her up to here, then I can just move you to here.
I am the vanguard of the faith.
And I can move you up to here, and then I can decide if I want to push into the middle or not. We'll just try to get some momentum going. And then because this is difficult terrain, we'll just try to fly over there earlier, trying to get all of our capture points. And then we have our 2 Dominions on this side with the Hospitaller and the Infernal Pistol, since the Canonist will be on the other side, being buffed up by the Exorcist here. And I guess we can just set you to Overwatch, but it's going to be Overwatch with the Bolter. But if he has Scarabs, he might be able to get over here, but I think it's going to be a little bit too soon. So maybe I should just move these guys instead, because it's pretty unlikely that he's going to get over there, but we'll see. If I'm wrong, then we'll get some Overwatch. So 5 to 5. Did not see anybody move here, but if I go into the center, then I'm going to be in the open, so I think I better just stay with our forces together. And I'll fly to get your evasion higher. Yeah, see, he's got some scarabs. Interesting. He looks like he has a...
No room for doubt.
Yeah, he's got a flayed one build going. So if I move you to 3, then I can use your abilities here. Or I could just shoot regularly. I don't think I'm going to be getting close to... Yeah, 69%. I feel like we should just do it. Because flayed ones don't have much for armor, so if I can land some attacks, one shot will kill scarabs. Okay, good. They're down. Nice. Yeah, last one did not make it. Alright, well that's about what I would expect with a 69% chance to hit, so I can't be terribly upset by that. Now with these guys coming in, they're going to have access to the dimensional gate, so they can just warp in and start attacking me. And then what I've found to be the case is... melee seems to be a really good way to get past the sisters' evasion buffs. So I think what I'm going to do is push them... Well, where do I want to be? I mean, he could technically warp up here and then attack me, but then he's body blocked in there, so I doubt he would do that. It would protect your rear, so you wouldn't get attacked. I could also just put you here, and then you could shoot onto the Strategic Command point, because he's almost certainly going to come here and try to take it, and then your rear will still be covered by the stairs. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. And then we can follow it up with the Dominions next turn to flame everything. And then we've got these guys over here. So let's just run our Rhino over this way. And then I can pop smoke and give us some evasion bonuses over here, because I assume he's going to have some Overwatch set up. Because as we saw on the right side, he is obviously here. Now, unfortunately, the jetpack is not ready, because I just used it to fly over here. Oh, I don't know. I think that was still worth it, but looks like he's going with a low armored build. I think we're probably just going to want to pull them over to here so we can take some partial cover behind the banner and then shoot anybody that's over here. Now, what I'm a little bit worried about is this may actually feed some kills to his filleted ones, and that's going to make him do a shit ton of damage. I'm going to have to definitely kill them if they start getting buffed. I'm going to keep our other guys in the transport because I don't want him to get a full surround on us. So as expected, he's warping in. Now, I would have thought that he would have just moved them in and then warped onto that area, because then it wouldn't have activated the Overwatch. Alright, so yeah, he's capturing the point. Now is he going to move? He is. Oh, no, he's attacking me. Alright, the evasion worked. Pistol whip him. Alright, well, if he wants to do that, I'm all for it, because that just allowed me to kill one of his guys for free. Now they're going to come over and hit me. Okay, still alive. He's clearly got some forces over here still. Can't quite tell what's there, though. Okay, so he's got some more filleted ones, so he's just dimensional gating around the map.
I see movement in the distance.
Alright, so he's going to probably capture this other point here. Yeah, he's just moving them over so he doesn't waste their teleport, so that makes perfect sense. What the hell is going on here? Alright. So yeah, that was nice. So he weakened them down pretty well. So now these guys should pretty easily get the kill. Yeah, so that's gonna potentially get him up to 3 stacks. Yeah, how many to get? 2. Alright, finish those guys off. And then he's coming down here just to lock down the Rhino. Alright, fine. The only problem with that is it's going to make it a little difficult for us to get past them here. Alright, well, we've got you over here, so I think we're just going to move you up and get an idea of what's coming up the stairs. Or not. Now let's disembark you here. And you can flame here. Okay, so he's got immortals. Yeah, because usually the flamer can kill everybody.
The enemy awaits.
Maybe we just shoot these guys down since it's immortals up there. Okay. What kind of weapon do we have here? We have Gauss blasters, so they're going to be anti-armor variants. So if I move you up to here, we can maybe shoot into the immortal. 80% chance to hit. Alright, that looks good. Now I could maybe shoot with your bolter. That's kind of... Oh, shit. He's got double plasma lancers. I was kind of expecting more there. And he resurrected one. Oh, that double plasma mancer is going to be a problem. Can he, if he uses double orb strikes on me and attacks the Rhino with both of these Gauss Blaster Necrons, he could potentially kill my Rhino and then kill my guys inside there, which would be the Canoness and the Hospitaller. So I guess let's just pull you back. Let's pull you over to here. Try to spread everybody out, so if he does use that, it doesn't kill us. I'll leave the Exorcist here, because if he decides to focus fire down the Exorcist, I'd be totally fine with that. I could unload the Rhino, but if he doesn't kill it... Well, it's got 350 health, though, and it's going to have a damage reduction, so I think it's unlikely to die. Alright, so if I come over here... Ideally, I'd like to be 1 square over. But I think if I unload closer, he's going to be able to attack me if I move out of that zone of control. So we'll try to move you over to here. And then attack here and flame through. Okay, so that guy's down. And he's resurrecting. So if I bring the Hospitaller here, and I can give him double attack. Like so. that should still kill these guys. Yep. 2 get up. That guy's down.
Transport awaiting command.
Now why can I not unload here? I have to be able to unload there. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. That was weird. For some reason it was saying I couldn't. These guys I'm actually most worried about because they have the 2 stacks. Alright, so 1's there, so that's not too bad. Both have fully resurrected. That's a 51% chance to hit. Yeah, that bonus evasion definitely helped him there. I could shoot with my pistol, but I think I'd rather just do extra health. And that should be good. So we're 5 points ahead. Alright, he's moving the immortals up. What you gonna do? Alright, he is going after my exorcist. Great. Waste your attacks on there. Okay, here come the plasma masters. Oh, interesting. He's gonna blow up my Dominion. That was a bad choice. Yeah, here come the scarabs. So they're gonna capture that. So shit, now it's a 4-1. Alright, so these guys are charging into me. And not doing much for damage. Here come the Tomb Blades. Ideally, I think you should have attacked me first with the Tomb Blades and then used the Flayed ones to attack me, because then you would have had weaker guys to attack here. Alright, here come another filleted one over here. And he's probably going to just body block with the scarabs to stop me from getting over here. No, he's actually coming after me. Or maybe he's going to try to body block area closer.
Yes.
Alright, well, this is a situation here. I guess let's flame here, because you can't really do anything. One is getting back up. I can flame you here. And he's down. Not getting back up. Excellent. And
Who needs my aid?
if I shoot here, you miss. I can shoot here. Maybe try it one more time. Oh my god, you suck.
What is your command?
Alright, well I actually have 3 stacks, so that should convert it to 30, and now you'll have a second attack, so damn it. I did that wrong. So I could have had you come over here and heal my Dominions. Alright, well, because you're injured, I think what I need to do is just hide everybody in the Rhino, because none of his guys over here should be very good at killing them. And then I'll bring you over here to body block this. So I'll get it to 2 to 3. Interesting. He put the Plasmomancers on Overwatch. I would have expected him to... Well, this is up again. I wonder if I were to use Devastating Refrain, can I damage these guys enough? This one's the commander. Because what I would like to do... I mean, I could kill the scarabs too, but I think I need to kill these guys. Yeah, I can't get them or them. So let's attack here. Because if I can kill those immortals, then I can run the canoness up in there and start messing up the Plasmomancers. Because what I don't want to happen is for him to use his ability where he's going to reflect the melee damage back at me, because that's going to make the canoness not be able to attack him. Shit, of course there's still guys left. Yeah, I doubt you're going to be able to get the kill here. 80%. That would be 18 to 36, so yeah, pretty unlikely to get the kill. Alright, there's the range shot. I can run you over to here. Alright, maybe you can kill the immortals here. Okay, good. One got back up. Now, 70%. Damn. Alright, well, I guess what I'm going to have to do is
Go
buff
forth.
our guys as much as
You are his
possible.
will made flesh.
Yeah, let's just give it to you. So now you've got 3 attacks.
My blade
So
will mete out his mighty judgment.
you should be able to get extra attacks here, which is killing the models.
We are engaged.
Alright, good. God dang it. Alright, well, who do I want to kill? If I take that square, it might give me some defensive bonuses
The skies are our domain.
against aerial attacks, but then it's also going to have our guys close together. So I guess let's probably go here, even though I hate to do that because he only has 9 health left. And then what I can
I am
do...
his iron will.
Rhino ready.
I can move you up to here and this will lock everybody down. What I'm not sure about is if double melee strikes will be enough to kill her. Yeah.
Where to next?
He also still has his orb attack, and I don't remember which one already did the orb attack. And if she dies, I think I'd rather just have the extra action point here. I can move you up, and that'll lock everybody down into melee. I could shoot here, which would do 75 to 90 damage without getting any counterattacks, because if I melee him, I for sure cannot kill him with one strike. I can take away one of his action points, and then the question is can 3 melee attacks and everybody attacking you do enough damage to kill you? And if you have a lot of evasion, you might survive, so I think we have to do something like this. I think his flayed ones are far enough away that they shouldn't be able to get behind the canoness and attack her.
Who needs my aid?
And then if I bring you up to there, you can body block the immortal. If I bring you over to here, we can do some more body blocking too. Alright, let's try that, see what happens. So 40 to 40. Okay. Oh, dimensional gate. Okay, so they're coming over here.
They are the match for our
Interesting. I probably would have retreated on this side and just tried to hold the other 3 because we're tied. Alright, so yeah, he's bringing his other forces over. Okay, shooting into the canoness. Okay, here comes the orb strike, and he's killing the hospitaler. Okay, she's down. Melees. Hits. 51 damage. Counterattack. What is this, a charge attack? Yeah, charge attack from some scarabs. He's buffing up our rhino to get more damage dealt. Actually, that's great, because that means he didn't use his ability. Alright, nice. And you're up to 95% momentum gains. Alright, this is pretty huge for us. But now I get into the problem where if... Wait, why does that say canoness? Do I have somebody still in my transport that I don't remember? Now I'm confused.
I
100% don't have 2 canonesses with me. So I could convert... I need to guarantee that I kill the Plasmamancer and don't take hits, is the issue. So I think if I do this, it's a 100% chance to hit. It's 60 to 80. So let's do that. Alright, you hit here. Now, if I... Yeah, so if I use my other ability, that should guarantee that you get to kill.
The Emperor's light fills our souls.
Now, that's 26 momentum. So actually, if I converted my stacks, it would be even less momentum than the 30. So you're here. I can surge. Get your extra attack here. Or I could run you... No, I can't run through that or he'll attack me. So let's attack here. 1, 2... Okay, so he's dead. Good. Alright, that's huge. You're 1 away from being able to do another bonus attack, unfortunately. I probably need to shoot these scarabs with my bolter, because I don't have any flame weapons. 75%. I think you've missed enough that it's not going to get the kill. Yeah. So if I pull you back to here, 55. Okay, good. Scarabs are down. What the hell is going on here? Okay, so that really was my canoness. And I just stopped her from now being able to capture that point over there. So that actually really screwed me. Fuck. Alright. I thought maybe I had some dominions in there or something and I was just confused. Because it's going to be 3-2.
I am his iron will.
I think I need to hide my characters here. So let's hide the canoness. Because she's almost dead.
So it shall be.
You're here. These guys are here. I don't have any charges, unfortunately. No, I have 1 charge. So that would get me to 99. So I'm literally 1 momentum short from being able to surge and get to engage that Tomb Blade. Alright, so I got these guys over here. So I think what I want to do is just advance over here with the Exorcist. And then I've got this situation. So let's unload dominions here. I don't know which one's which, so that's the 3. Here's... Alright, let's flame here, and I can also flame through our transport. Alright, and these 25, so you guys should be able to do 25 damage. So let's do that and kill the flayed one there, because we can't have him running around. Let's get the Hospitaller here. She can heal our injured dominions. Alright, so he's got multiple Tomb Blades left.
What is your command?
So I think what I actually want to do
Who needs my aid?
is I probably need to get these guys to run over to the top to help kill those scarabs in case our Exorcist can't land an attack. And then we'll bring these guys over to here. And we'll bring you over to here, so that should help you get ready to take our units over to the center to help us. And then I assume he's going to come over with his Tomb Blades to attack us, so we'll pop some smoke to give us some extra cover, and we'll body block with our Hospitaller.
Yes.
Alright, I think we got a strategy, but this is going to be like down to the wire. Yeah, see, it's 55, so I need to capture at least 1 point from him next turn. Or else I lose. Alright, well, so much for that. So that's definitely not an option anymore.
Suffer not the heretic.
Alright, Tomb Blades are moving around. Their Tomb Blade is coming after the Canoness. Alright, and Scarabs are just kind of hanging out.
What is your command?
Alright, let's bring the Dominions over here. And I can get you all the way over to here. And then I can unload you here. And you can flame the Scarabs. But I cannot capture it. Oh, I'm 1 square away.
For Catherine.
Alright.
For eternity.
If I get you...
Rhino ready.
Shit. What am I going to do here? Alright, let's bring you over to here. I probably should have moved the Rhino. That was a mistake, because I took an extra action point here. Alright, I think I want to move you over to here so you'll be closer in case he decides to body block. Oh, my 3-shot was up. I didn't realize that. Alright, let's attack this guy, just because I would like to kill some models there.
My blade
Let's
will
attack
mete out
here.
his mighty judgment.
Okay, good. And if you attack again, you should squad wipe these guys. Good. Yeah, see, I would have had one more action point had I moved this stupid rhino. And then I could attack that tomb blade again. Because I am ready for my rising here. So let's get you to here.
With faith.
Alright, let's pop smoke to keep you alive, hopefully, because you have 70 health left. And then
What shall we purge next?
I don't think I can guarantee. Alright. You can't really get anywhere. But if I move you up one, you should be able to use a crack grenade.
Who needs my aid?
Alright. Let's do that. They're healed.
Go forth.
Let's buff your health and
You
reduce
are
the
his will
damage.
made flesh.
If I move you to here, you should still be able to throw your crack grenade. Yep.
Feel his wrath upon you.
Nice. Alright, 2 are down, so now for sure he won't be able to kill these guys.
As he
So let's start
wills it.
moving you towards the center.
As
I've got to
he
keep the
wills.
hospitaller there to body block.
Into
We're going to move the rhino towards the center, that way we can capture that point if we need to. Ah, shit, this is going to what? Get him to 70. 70 to 60. So I need to capture these
Yes.
points back, otherwise he's going to win, unless I squad wipe him, which is very possible, and then I'll automatically win next turn. Let's see what he does here. Alright, he's moving through. So we killed one of the tomb blades. So 2 of them together, even if they land their attack, should not be able to kill her. He's coming up to here.
For heresy only
Yep,
ends peace,
nice.
so that I may
Alright, so
kill
he
you.
ended up conceding because we definitely would have been able to squad wipe him there. So definitely a good match here. Very close. So we ended up taking out 2 Immortals, 2 Plasma Mancers, 1 Tomb Blade, 6 Filleted Ones, and 3 Scarab Swarms. Our Canonist had 100% accuracy, 4 kills. Hospitaller didn't do much, but they never do, other than buffing and healing. Dominions have 100% accuracy with their Flamers. The Exorcists actually did pretty good with 95% accuracy. The Rhinos were a little lackluster, but that's because their weapons suck so bad. But that's, now that they have so much healing, armor, HP, I guess they can't have it all. Seraphim, 80% accuracy. I guess that's kind of their default, so that's pretty much what you're paying for, so I'm not shocked by that. And then, obviously, our Flamers were 100%. The other Hospitaller didn't get any attack, so it's got zeros. And then the other Seraphim actually had 100% accuracy, both in melee and range. So, overall, this worked out pretty well for us. I think our opponent made a couple of mistakes. I think what he should have done is, instead of having those Plasma Mancers being on double Overwatch, had he used his ability where it reflects back the melee damage that you do, that would have totally neutered me. Now, there's no way he would have known I had a Canonist in my transport, so that would have been him banking on me having a melee unit, but most players are going to bring a Canonist just because she's so crazy good nowadays. Just being a full melee warrior. I mean, she always was, but now that she doesn't have to worry about wasting one of her action points using the Medicus Ministorum ability anymore, this allows you to just totally bypass it. And then, unfortunately, he stayed and focused on the right side of the map too long. So he should have just abandoned that and then fought over those other 4 points, because if he would have had those flayed ones being closer, he would have easily been able to kill my Canonist in melee. Since she was so close to dying anyways, and had he been able to teleport in there to get a rear attack, then he would have guaranteed extra damage there, and he had already killed my Flamers, so I would have had a little trouble chopping through those filleted ones, and that would have helped him hold that side, and I think he probably would have beat me had he done either one of those 2 options. But beautiful job with the Scarabs there. Getting in and then body blocking it so I couldn't get the kill there faster, and then he tried to move him over to mess me up a little bit too, but I was able to counter that with the Flamers. I think the Adepta Sororitas do pretty good against the Necrons right now. I'm a little suspicious that I think the way to fight the sisters with the Necrons is to go Praetorian and maybe Tomb Guard heavy. Since a lot of people are going to be bringing a lot of Flamers against you, the Flamers are not going to be good getting through all that armor. They also, the Immortals take some pretty good hits from, or can tank the Flamers as well. I think the Scorptex potentially could be really good, but I think with so many Dominions, they're just going to be throwing their crack grenades on you, and that's why the Praetorians and the Lich Guard, I think, would be a better option. I got to play around more with this. I'm also kind of curious to play a match with against a player that uses some of those Seraphim, because I've received a lot of comments in my videos that the Seraphim are like crazy broken right now on multiplayer. I certainly didn't feel that when I was playing with them on the campaign, but I also didn't put a lot of points into getting them fully upgraded either. So I'm a little curious to see how that goes. But fun match, very, very close. I thought I was going to end up losing that, and thankfully for a couple of misplays by our opponent allowed us to get the clutch victory from the hands of defeat here, or however that saying is. I think I said that backwards, but you know what I mean. So with that, I'm going to sign off here for the day. I hope you're enjoying these videos. If you are, please give my channel a like and subscribe to encourage me to post more content for you. Have a great day.